What's going on, everybody? And today we're gonna explore some more creative ways of basically making the food. Since I haven't been achieving all that great results, all these great results with actually eating the food. Food's way too much to eat, so I'm gonna explore some different, basically some different approaches, some more creative approaches to the whole process. And I think this is going to be a very great approach. Um, and I'm just going to blend my food. So I'm going to start just blending my food, just making liquid meals that are gallons and gallons of food that is basically just to drink. It's liquid. Basically, this is salmon. The process will be that I'm gonna weigh the stuff and then put it in a blender. So as you see here, about five ounces of salmon, about a cup and a half of rice, tomato. Some water. I'd rather actually use milk, but I don't have a lot of milk right now, so it's gonna be water. Just gonna put a whole cup. Some more water. Very fucking thick. Ice. Started this thing where, you know what, I'm just fucking liquefying. stuff. So that's good. Now let's try it out. What does it need? Hot sauce. Sweet chili sauce. Now it tastes a lot better. It's good now. Welcome back, everybody. So now I blended this whole thing. This is basically a meal. This is basically a cup and a half of rice, 5 ounces of salmon, 5 ounces of broccoli, a tomato, and like 2 cups of water. So this is a meal, right? Of course, I'm starting to realize now that this is not going to work because I need a way bigger blender. I need a blender that can make 4 or 5 meals. I need to make the whole meals of the day in basically one blend. And, but you put it in jugs and then start drinking that. So in the beginning, it wasn't tasting that good, but you know what? I put some hot sauce in there, and now I think it's gonna taste amazing now. So let's let me try this out real quick. And it gets pretty thick though, so you might want to add a lot of water if you want it to be really really smooth. So I'm already gonna start researching basically big blenders, right? Because as of now, I'm starting to realize that this is not gonna work because the blender is 56 ounces. This is 56 liquid ounces, but I'm starting to realize now this is too small. So now I need a blender. I don't know what is the maximum amount of blender that you can get. So basically, I'm looking at a bunch of commercial grade blenders that are 5 gallons, 6 gallons. Man. that I will basically be able to use to cook all the meals of the day. liquefy all the meals of the day basically in one at one time in the kitchen. Spend an hour in the morning, whatever, cook all the food. I don't know, 40 ounces of salmon, 4 meals, 10 ounces a meal, whatever, 15, 20 cups of rice, the broccoli, the tomato, everything. Put it in a blender and just blend everything. And do it at one time, so I can have 4 or 5 meals in basically one blend, right? One blend. Instead of having to blend one and then pour it and then blend one. Of course, you can make it all in one, but it's going to be so thick. You're going to have to add a lot of water. And the more you add water, the more fluid ounces you need. So that's not going to work. So you need bigger volume. That's all. This is 56 ounces and I almost filled it all in one meal. So it has to be 4 or 5 times as big as this one for it to actually fit all the meals that I want to intake in a day. Yeah. And I think about the rice too. Like your rice, there's a little bit of rice that you can chew. So definitely it's good to invest in a blender that has a bigger capacity than this one, and it's actually pretty challenging to drink this thing. I want to make it I want to liquefy it more. I want to put more water and see if it's gonna be more liquid, because I need to drink it fast. I need it to be like juice. This is like, okay, I'm drinking it, but it's kind of heavy, I want to liquefy it a little bit more, so I'm gonna see if I can add a little bit more water, because I've put like maybe 2.5 cups, and this might need like something like 4 or 5 cups of water just to be real liquid. So let me add a cup of water and see what's going on here. Whew. So basically added a cup of water, another cup of water to the mix, and I'm gonna see how more liquid it actually is. It's really liquid now. Like now, man, pretty much you can just drink it as juice. I can add juice to this. Like if I want to add simple carbohydrates, I can put in apple juice. I can put in whatever juice I want. I can put in sugar. I can put in sugar right now, and it will be like a meal with however as many amounts of dextrose or as many amounts of sugar that I want. If I want to put sugar, I can put sugar. It would spike the hell out of my blood glucose, but you can add salt and control your sodium levels and everything like that. So one thing I didn't expect though is that it's pretty challenging to drink this thing. I mean, this thing in the beginning was 5 ounces of salmon, 5 ounces of broccoli, 1.5 cup of cooked parboiled rice, just not much, and a tomato, and a small tomato. That was it. And then I added some sweet and chili sauce, just a little bit, and added some hot sauce. That was it. And it's pretty challenging to drink. But the thing about this is you can just keep sipping it all across the day. Probably not the best thing for longevity, because your blood glucose is going to be so high all the time. But that's better than eating, man. I mean, it doesn't fill you up as much as eating. That's the thing. Is that's like you hit a limit with food, is that you're not just full. You don't want to eat anymore, and that's the limit that you hit with the food. So with this, it's almost like you can, to an extent, extend that limit without having to just throw up eating so much food. Yeah, so probably needs like 3 to 4 cups of water. It's probably the good. The perfect texture would probably be 3 to 4, maybe 4.5 cups of water. Is actually the limit. Because I added like 2.5 cups of water before I added the last cup, and it was, it was kind of heavy, and it wasn't tasting like, it wasn't so smooth. So, this thing right here, next, I'm gonna, let's say I need 5 meals a day. I'm gonna make this thing, make all my meals, chicken, salmon, the fish. I can throw in my supplements in there. You can throw in your multivitamin in there. You can throw in your omega-3s in there. You can throw in your citrulline with the meals. You can throw in your whey protein in there. You can throw in whatever you want in there. And you have control, extreme control over your calories by just this. By just blending everything, technically. It's a lot of fluid though. Like, I'm having trouble just trying to drink this whole thing. Right, it's 56 fluid ounces. We didn't even fill the whole thing to the max. Probably filled to, look at that, probably filled up to about 7, I don't know, maybe 6.5 cups, which is about 48 or 52, something like that, fluid ounces. That's still a lot, but it's about 6.5 cups. But hey, it's easier than food. The thing is that what I'm thinking now is basically how to make this smaller. How to keep it still liquidy, not so heavy in texture, because this is so hard to get down. But still keep it really small, like, maybe like, I don't know, keep it at a cup, or like 2 cups, 3 cups or something. Here, instead of all the way over here, just giving it to here, for example. So how can I condense all these calories? Instead of drinking this whole thing, how can I condense them all? So it could be in a very small amount, like a cup. Like, you can drink your whole meal basically in a cup. So how can you liquefy this whole thing? So so this meal without the protein is about 554 calories. 554 calories, that's not much. To be honest, it's not much. 38 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbs, 122 milligrams of sodium, 63 milligrams of cholesterol, 8.1 grams of fat. Of fat? Really? Only 8.1 grams of fat from the salmon? Well, I thought the salmon had way more fat than this. Yeah, 38 grams of protein, tons of carbs. So that's basically a meal. This blender right here, this liquid food, is basically one meal. And the plan is to make, let's say, 5-6 of those a day, maybe 7, and increase them a little bit, supplement them with protein, supplements and stuff like that, whey protein. So basically you can get all your calories drinking them. I noticed that drinking it is way easier. It was way easier than eating it. If it was just eating, man, it was just you would get full so fast. Wouldn't even be the same thing. Now, one other area that I want to research is the bioavailability. So how would these liquids get digested, and would you get the same amount of nutrients and everything as if you were basically to eat your food? So that's another area of research that I want to personally research and delve into the biology of it. But that being said, from now on, it's just going to be liquid food, and that's going to be the way to get the calories and the nutrients in. So with that being said, I might make another episode where I'm showing how to make more of this liquid food. And now that I'm getting the texture down and everything, and I'm getting everything down, but with that being said, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.